Despite already owning Microsoft Flight Simulator on discs that I probably lost, I don't know where they are, I thought I'd pick up the game on Steam because it has content that I never played before. Part of that content being this Red Bull racing mode, which is part of the Accelerator expansion pack, I believe they called it at the time. But now on the Steam edition, you basically, when you buy it, you get all the content that was ever released by Microsoft for Flight Simulator X. But why I'm making this video is partly because you can now get this game on Steam, and that's because Dovetail Games, who you might be familiar with for making the Train Simulator series of games, bought the rights to Flight Simulator X, and I think they bought the rights to the name. I'm not sure if they bought the engine as well. I guess maybe they did. What's interesting about that is that Dovetail have been pretty successful with their train simulator, and Dovetail typically do a really good job of making stuff that's not particularly accessible. Let's face it, train simulators aren't exactly on the face of it the most exciting thing you can imagine playing, but what they do a really good job of is putting missions and gameplay in it and having a product that sells for a good price for people that just like to tinker with things or just experience flying, driving trains, but aren't particularly absolute train anorak nuts. And so with them getting a license to Flight Simulator, oh, I've got to pass that at knife edge. With them getting the rights to this Flight Simulator, it's very likely that they're developing their own flight sim. I'm not sure if they're going to use the Microsoft technology or if they're going to do something completely different. But what is likely is that they'll make something with a whole bunch of missions, a nice structure, and the ability to buy, download content directly from them, all in a neat package. Which I think is just be really interesting to see what happens with it, because the flight sim scene, other than X-Plane 10, the Microsoft basically just dropped the ball on it, and the mods and commercial mods and groups basically picked up for Microsoft ignoring it. But now with Dovetail Games owning it, I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens and how things develop. Wow, it really is hard to talk and fly at the same time. I guess if you're good at flying, then it's probably not too bad. But if you're such a noob as myself, now we've got to do a touch and go. Okay, this is going to be a disaster. If you're a noob, then this is really tricky. Now I am playing with the X55 joystick, which makes things a lot easier than if you're playing with a cheapo tacky joystick. So I definitely recommend playing this with a HOTAS. And if you've got a HOTAS for, say, Elite Dangerous or any of those new space simulators, then you should really pick up Flight Sim on Steam for cheap.
Your main wheels must touch the
oh no, we touched before. We're gonna get kicked off the team. I've got this worry that when I touch the runway, it's not going to be particularly delicate, and instead of my wheels just nicely gracing the surface of the floor, what's going to happen is my spine is going to be embedded into the concrete, and then it's going to take a crew of firemen to dig me out using bulldozers like some kind of excavation of a dinosaur. Let's see if we can do this without becoming extinct. Oh no! It's not low enough. I don't know where my wheels are. I would assume if you play this a lot, you'll get an intuitive sense as to how far down below your vehicle your wheels are. Of course, if this worked with the Oculus Rift, which it doesn't, you could just look out the window, and that would be absolutely extraordinary. And one of the surprising things, actually, having played this after not playing Microsoft Flight Sim for so long. Oh, there we go. I'm sure that would have snapped the wheels off. Oh, too high. One of the things that really surprised me with this, having not played it for so long, is how well it runs. I mean, I do have a GTX970, and that's that's a fairly new graphics card. But my processor is just a Core i5 from 3 or 4 years ago, and this is absolutely blazing through running perfectly, despite recording as well. Whereas when I first got Flight Sim on the disc version, which I don't know, cost 70 quid or so, it barely ran. You needed an absolutely ridiculous computer to have it looking like this. So again, I mean, I just can't recommend this Steam version anymore. Really, you just need to pick it up. I mean, maybe wait for the sale again or till it comes on sale again.
Okay,
But even if you don't like aeroplanes particularly, but you're more of a gamer, it's just a fantastic piece of software for the price. And I'm going to really enjoy going through all the different missions. These Red Bull air racing missions are just nice and fun. It's really good with Flight Sim how they do have a lot of these missions with a guy on a radio that talks to you, sort of tells you what you've done wrong and right. And when you're doing the some of the jet plane missions with the passenger jets and you're taking them in for landing, you've got all the radio chatter and things. Now you can get mods and do that in multiplayer and have it be pretty much as if it would be like in real life, but in the vanilla game that you buy, there's a whole bunch of features and missions and activities that you don't find in simulators like X-Plane 10 out of the box, which I think for more casual users make Flight Sim really appealing, combined with the price of Flight Sim when on sale, and it's a no-brainer. But let's try and land without dying. I'm just going to take the throttle off. And oh, I'm going up again. This is so bad. Let's try and smoothly put it down. This plane doesn't scrub off speed at all. It just keeps going. We need like reverse thrust or something. I'm not sure if we're going to slow down before the end of the runway. Oh no. I think we're going off-road, guys. I'm pushing the nose into the ground a bit. That should slow us down a little bit faster. We're going to have to drift the end of the runway here to scrub off the speed. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Dead. Well, we'll pretend that didn't happen. That was a really good landing. I'm not sure why there's a plane parked on its side there. It's just a piece of art. They put that at the runway. So, the point of making this video, as I say, Flight Sim, definitely worth picking up on Steam, even if you're a sort of casual gamer. I'm going to make some more Flight Sim videos. I'm going to mess about with it a bit more. Let me know what you'd like to see. And also, really interesting to see what Dovetail Games do with this now they've got the IP rights to it. But thanks for watching this video. I hope it was vaguely enjoyable and you know, you didn't feel suicidal by the end of it. If you didn't, all is good. There's like a truck in the distance there, just driving through the forest. I'm not sure what that's about. But thanks for watching. Make sure, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with friends, all that business, as that really helps. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.